enjoying this dress, you guys. Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is FISSY, and if this is your first time of stopping by my channel, welcome, join the family, subscribe. This is day 5 of me posting 7 days consecutively. If you are just joining today, I've been posting for 5 days now, and I'm going to be posting 7 days consecutively on my YouTube channel. I am excited. Thank you for watching. If you have been coming with me since like day 1, oh my god, I'm so grateful for your love. In this video, oh my god, I am putting on white because this is a reminder that men, they're gonna stain your white. Okay, you see my white is clean, you see my white is not stained. That's because men are gonna stain your white. Be careful. Anyway guys, in this video I'm going to be telling you 10 things I wish I knew before I fell in love. Before I started doing I love you, I promise I did not fall in love. I feel a lot of gist, so you guys just sit down and enjoy this gist, okay? So let me give you guys a little bit of backstory. Make sure you have subscribed if you are watching this video. When I was growing up, I made up my mind that FISSY girl, I know you. Once you put your heart to something, it's hard to change it. So you're not gonna get a boyfriend until you're 18. In my head, I'm like, okay, we mature at 18, right? When I'm 18, I'm an adult, so I'll just wait though, and everything will just make sense. That's what I was thinking in my little small girl brain. So I decided to wait until I was 18 to have my first boyfriend. In secondary school now, my friends were having, not like my friends, a lot of people I knew were having boyfriends, but I didn't. They were having runs, as we used to call it runs then. I'm going to boarding house, model college, my run, up school, up model. They were having boyfriends and stuff, but then I didn't. I wasn't running. I didn't have a boyfriend. I was actually very much spiritual. In fact, my work with God then, I want it back. I was just following Christ, doing my stuff, following my academics, good stuff. You know, when they say my mother, she didn't sit me down, but she used to tell me, if you like, go to school and go and do nonsense. That's what my mom used to tell me. No, if you like, go to school and don't read. I went to school, I read, I went to church a lot. In remedials, because I did pre-degree, I was like 17 then. I did not date because I was trying to pick. Oh my god, for some reason then I had let me not say I had so many toasters. Now I'm looking at it, I look at my pictures from then, I'm looking like I was not even looking. But somehow I had a flock of men around me. Like somehow I had a lot of men asking me out. I'm like, I don't have anything to offer. I don't even have experience. You know, yeah, you sure you want to employ me? Like I didn't know. Like so it was very overwhelming for me. And I didn't have this talk with my mom. You know, this boyfriend. I'm from an African. My African parents. It's just to give me, make sure I'm studying. We didn't have boyfriend talk. So I was confused because I had so many guys asking me out. Now that I think about it, somehow, do you know I'm coming to my house staying in front of in the night? I'm like, and I'll be like, I'm eating. I'll not stand in front of my night. Oh my god. Anyway, I had so many people trying to date me then. I don't understand why. Like if someone even tries to date me now, I don't understand why. Like what? Why do you like me? Because I feel that I'm annoying. But then I had so many people that liked me then, and it was hard for me to choose. And I was like, okay, once I turn 18, I'll choose. Fun fact, I waited till I was 18, and once I turned 18, I chose. And let me tell you, I chose the wrongest. FISSY, you're forgiving yourself. Forgive and forget. I forgive your shortcomings. Anyway, I chose the wrongest person. You know what? I don't even want to be like, the person not do me anything bad though, but now that I'm thinking, I wish I didn't have the experience, but I cannot turn the hand of time back. You see where time is even racing these days, does it look like something I can turn back? So that's like the backstory of I started dating. And when I was in secondary school, I liked this guy. But he didn't ask me out, but he just tell everybody be singing for me, where my Calabar love, oh, my Calabar love, oh. So that guy was from Ogun State. His name is Damola Alex Dada, I think. Am I supposed to mention his name? I don't know. I'm sure he does not watch my channel because he doesn't even give a about me. Like he did not even talk to me in school, and I liked him. He would not be singing where my Ogun State love, oh. Oh god, I was so dumb. Anyway, that was that. But you know, when I was 18, I met this guy. The first thing I would have known that was a red flag that I wish I knew then was that the manner of the approach, it didn't make sense. We'll call this guy Face ID. He was smart. I don't even, now I think about it, I don't know why I liked him. It was 7 years ago. So 7 years, crazy. Like nobody knew I had a boyfriend except my friends. Let me tell you 10 things. 10 things I wish I knew then. Number one, age does not equal maturity. Like age is not an indication that you are ready to have a boyfriend. Me, my timeline was 17. I have a boyfriend. Yeah, mature enough. I promise you, like my brain wasn't even fully developed then. I didn't even know who I was. I didn't even know what I wanted. I didn't even know what I didn't want. I'm 25 now and I feel like my brain has not even fully developed. So like, why did I think because I was so age? Like, if you live here at 25 and you don't have a boyfriend, I promise you it is not an indication that you should have a boyfriend. Like, if you don't feel ready in your heart, your age does not matter. Like, it's just the same thing with marriage. Like, if you don't feel like you are married, you are ready to get married, like, don't get married because, oh, we are so age, you are so kiniko, you are so kiniko. So first thing I wish I knew then was that the fact that I became an adult didn't mean that I should go and start doing I love you, talk your own. The next thing is don't rush it. Don't rush your talking stage. Don't rush your kiniko. Don't rush anything that you're in. Like, if you are, especially if you're young adults, someone is trying to ask you out, the person is rushing you. There's no need to rush. Like, you don't even need to rush to have a boyfriend. If someone is asking you out and you are not interested, don't just say I'm not interested. As at that age, I don't know, but there's so many men that you will still meet in your life. I'm so young and I'm still telling you this. So if you're younger than me, you get it. Like, there's so many opportunities. You don't want to stress yourself and be wasting your time. It's just unnecessary heartbreak I was giving myself then. This relationship was so stressful. The most stressful thing I've been, one of the most stressful situations I've ever found myself. And I want to tell you that since then, I made sure not to put myself in a position like that. No, I did not put myself in any position like that. So I learned my mistake. I learned my lesson well. I did not put myself in anything that looks near it like this. I did not place myself beside it. Anyway, take your time, know what you want, know yourself, know the kind of girlfriend you want to be, know what you expect from the relationship, have expectations. I know that some people say don't have expectations, but have expectations of what you want from your partner. Even if you are 16 or you are 16 and you're dating, you're not stressing yourself. I'm sorry, but it works for some people, but it won't work for some people. I don't believe in my heart that you're stressing yourself, because it was stress for me. I had school, I was supposed to just be focused, and it was just unnecessary stress for me at that time, and I was 18 because of I was 16. But you know, these days maybe I'm more mature and stuff. But then the next thing I wish I knew then was to speak up. Like, I would be feeling things in my heart and I would not be able to say it. The guy I was dating at that time, FISSY, he was so emotionally mature. I don't know. He was emotionally intelligent, and me, I wasn't. I was just intelligent in my life. I came from a family that we never used to do I love you. We love ourselves. I know my daddy loves me, my mommy loves my sisters. We all love ourselves, but we were not very vocal about it. So it took me a very long time to even be able to say I love you back. So he had to kind of teach me how to be expressive with my emotions. I wasn't expressive with my emotions, and I will not blame my mommy for teaching me, because they probably didn't teach her too. And you know, the world is just advancing. We are just learning that, oh yeah, can you teach your children this, teach your children that. But I didn't learn how to be emotionally vocal. I didn't know how to express my feelings. Sometimes I still struggle with it even till now. So he knew how to do that. And because I didn't know how to speak up, oh my God, I would be feeling things, I would be treated in very weird ways, and I would not know how to articulate. So learn to speak up, like understand how to communicate your feelings before you enter any relationship. Understand, even if you have to type or text, just make sure the person is getting it. Oh, this is how this person feels. Even if they are not going to change, at least something in their heart is telling them, you are telling this, you are saying this rather. So know how to communicate your feelings, know how to express your heart desire. You see, Aile Soro, just this camera is not inside me. Aile Soro is the beginning of the inability to speak up. Is the start of foolishness. No, Oriburuku is what? It's the start of madness. Oriburuku is the start of craziness. Oriburuku is the start of suffering. What's Oriburuku? It's the start of Iya is suffering. Yes. Oriburuku. When you can't speak, the inability to express yourself is the beginning of suffering. I don't even know. Just know it's not working. Like, you need to be able to put words to your emotions. Express yourself as much as, like, I don't like what is going on, and you don't like it. Like, don't be keeping it to your heart. Me that time, my friends, God forgive you people, they'll be not like all of them. I mean, sometimes they called me to action, but to a large extent, some of the people I was talking to them, They'll be telling me, oh, no relationship is easy. God. What's my own business? I'm just 18 years old. What? No relationship is easy. Relationship takes time. It takes work. As 25, I can tell you that relationships are easy. You just need to put work. Work and hardship is different. Please. You are putting work into something, you are seeing progress. You are putting work into something. Relationships, like if you are 18 and you are doing relationship, is not easy. I don't support you. Maybe you are doing the right thing, though. You're entitled, but I don't support it. Like, if there's to say relationship is not easy, it's not rosy. What's my business? I was 18. What's my business to be doing relationship is not easy? Relationship that is not easy, that if you're 18 and you're doing relationship and you're doing it not easy, you're stressing yourself. I feel like I'm being so serious in this video. I'm not trying to spite anybody. I'm just trying to tell you that, like, don't buy into that. Oh, relationship is a lot of work, and let's be letting another one small boy to be treating you anyhow. One equally 18-year-old boy. Or maybe it's even younger, or maybe it's even older. Or maybe, especially don't let them groom you, especially the older ones, like the older 25-year-old guys dating younger girls. They will groom you and be telling you, you're still young. What do you know? Okay. The next thing I wish I knew was that persistence doesn't mean the man will be loyal, or you'll be respectful, you'll be responsible, you'll be committed to your relationship. Like, if a man, how do I put this? Personally, from inception, my dating, I don't have a lot of dating experiences, but my dating journey here, I've always had men chase. So I thought chasing was the thing. I still think it's good to let a man chase you, but the fact that he's asking you out for 2 years non-stop doesn't mean he's the right person. Yes, you're welcome. I know. The fact that he's asking you out for 10 months, he's acting like he's going to die if you don't date him, doesn't mean he's the right person for you. Chasing, persistence, all of those things, it doesn't mean it's your bone of bone or your rib of rib. Sure, you get. Then my boyfriend was asking me out for so long. He was so adamant, he was so insistent, he was so persistent. So I felt, oh my God, he likes me. If he doesn't like me, he will not be asking me out for this long. Immediately I started dating him like this. Can't apparently be like, let's give it a take. After a while, I can't remember. The memory is vague because after a while, he started treating me like he was not even asking me to date him. Can you imagine? Oh, my mom is so going to be so disappointed in I was letting a man to do me anyhow. Me, hot cake, 100 over 100, 4 plus 4. And I'm going to have it to do it on TikTok these days. But for real, I can't believe I'm letting somebody treat me like that, because now I would not take it. So now, if you are 18 or you are a young adult, don't take it. Don't say that, oh, I need to be older before I stop taking it. Don't take it. I promise you, you'll find a man. I promise you, find a better person. I promise you, find someone that ticks all your boxes. I don't think there's anybody that will tick all the boxes, but then you find someone that will tick most of your boxes. If it's not the kind of person you want, don't say, oh, he likes me, so and he's insistent. Let me just, maybe I'll grow to love him. Kiniko. I just feel like persistence and he's chasing you, all of that stuff doesn't mean he's going to be responsible in the relationship. It doesn't mean he's going to treat you right. It doesn't mean he's going to be the perfect boyfriend, or he's going to try to be the perfect boyfriend. I know better now, and I hope you let this sink into your oblaganta now. 1, 2. I've already lost count, but I think it's like the 5th thing. Another thing I wish I knew then was that kindness was very important. Like, how somebody, kindness is very important in finding a boyfriend, whether you're young or you're old. You need someone that is kind. So even if you break your heart, you will break it kindly. Not someone that will do something that you'll be like, why are you treating me like this? Maybe he said you loved me. Even if he's young, a kind person is a kind person. So you have to make sure that wherever you're trying to date is kind, even if they don't know how to do anything. At least they're kind. They'll break your heart. They will not do it too. They will not squeeze it and ruin your idea of love. Especially the person is a Yoruba man. The person will not blend your heart. How you know if the person is kind? When the person is talking about other girls and speaking of other people, they are not always putting them down. Everybody, they are not always insulting them, and they will not say you are different. Oh my dear, you are not different. I promise you, there's nothing different. They are coming back. It's like a round the clock moment. It's coming back like this. So when somebody is not acting kind to others, and you're the only one they're acting kind to, the person is not kind inside of them. When they are selectively kind, I don't think that person is kind. When you say kind person, that person is kind to everybody. So make sure the person is kind. So many things will go wrong in a relationship, it's not as bad. They can be human and treat you well at the least. So make sure that kindness is like a thing. You know those tall, dark and handsome, maybe do tall, dark and kind, or kind, tall and rich. You know, just make sure kindness is a thing for you. And one thing I wish I knew then was about narcissism, about narcissistic people. I just feel like I struck a very nice pose right now. Like, I wish I knew about them. I wish I knew about people making me feel like I was the problem when I wasn't. I feel like I knew about narcissism. Basically, I'm going to put the description of what narcissism look like on the screen. So make sure to look out for those signs. Don't go and date a narcissistic person. They're going to ruin your idea of love. It's just going to be terrible. Like, you don't want to go through that. You don't want to. You're a catch. You're a babe. Why would you want to put yourself through that? Anyway, like, I wish I knew about narcissism. If you know what a narcissist is, you will be able to tell if you are a narcissist or not. Now that I think about it, I don't want to say, oh, I didn't fall in love. I liked the way I felt when things were good, which was not even a lot of times then. But honestly, like, the bar was low. The bar was in error. Don't go and be thinking that somebody completes you, or you not find out. I forgive you. Don't go and be thinking that you don't find another one. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know why. Something was wrong with me then. Something was wrong with my head. Like, I don't know why you be thinking that you don't find another boyfriend at 18. So which those, I don't know why you be thinking that somebody completes you, somebody makes you feel. I think it had a lot to do with my self-esteem then, because why the hell was I thinking somebody was completing me? Like, but I was so incomplete then. Even the person was the more incomplete. Two incomplete people came together, were incompleted. The one thing I wish I knew then was I knew what I wanted. Like, I didn't have a type. Now I kind of know what I want. You know, I wanted my boyfriend to be like, especially innate abilities. I didn't know what I wanted the person to make me feel like. I didn't know how I wanted the person to communicate with me. I didn't know how I wanted the person to deal with our issues. Like, I didn't know what I wanted, to be honest. I'm not even trying to sugarcoat it. I didn't know I was dating, maybe the person should marry me. I promise I was not thinking about marriage then. Like, I was just going with the flow. And I feel like if you are 18, you might not necessarily want to be dating so that the person can marry you, because you are very young, you don't know what the future holds. But it makes sense to know, oh, I want this person to be able to make me feel this kind of way when I'm down. I want to be able to communicate with this person to my go-to person. I want this person to be this. Know what you want with the thing. I'm not saying, no, this is not the date with purpose thing. I just feel like if you're 18, if you decide to date, I don't necessarily mean you should think you should attach purpose. You can. I just think you're very young. But if you're 18 and you want to date with a purpose, fine, date with a purpose, then that makes sense. But if you don't have a purpose that you're dating somebody, don't force yourself to have a purpose. I don't know how to put this without thinking, oh, don't date even if you don't have a purpose. I'm just trying to say that have expectations and know what you want from anything you're in. If you are dating someone so that they will give you money, be collecting the money. If you're dating somebody so that you can get some sort of emotional security, make sure that they are giving you that. If you need somebody for some sort of financial or physical security, make sure that they are giving you that. Don't know what you want and let the demand to be pushing you here and there. This is going to be my second to the last point. I think it's the 9th one or the 10th one. I think it's the 9th one. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. You want what you want and you don't want what you don't want. After you know what you want, now don't be afraid to act it in your, like, don't be afraid to put it into motion. I know what I want. I'm not going to stay for what I don't want. Stand your ground. Stand. Don't do anything you don't want to do. Like, don't do anything you don't want to do. I remember then that Face ID, my first boyfriend ever, he started smoking. Oh my god. And now even now I can't stand people that smoke. I'm not judging you. If you are battling with an addiction, I hope you get over it. I'm not judging you. But then I started to smoke, and the smell of weed and the smell of cigarette nauseates me naturally. So I had no business dating him, but I was smoking. I'm not judging. Like I said, I'm not judging. But I didn't need to stay in that relationship even when he started smoking. Me, I was thinking I could change him as per the great changer. You know that love can make you. But make sure to stand your ground. That's one thing I wish I knew, because Not because I started smoking, I didn't start smoking, but because it could have just saved me a lot of emotional stress and emotional turmoil. Guard your heart, like guard it jealously. Don't let anybody corrupt your heart. Don't let anybody ruin your idea of love. Don't let anybody ruin anything for you. Guard your heart, guard your innocence, everything. Guard it like this. I did not say no, don't be throwing people anyhow. But anyway, this is my last tip. I kind of wrote this down for my heart because I was thinking about it. What would I have done differently then when I decided to film this video? Genuinely, I don't have too much regrets. It happened. Don't be afraid to break up. This is almost like the most important thing. Don't be afraid to break up. Like, I know there's a fear that comes with breaking up when you're young. I don't know, it's from the pit of hell. But really, don't be afraid to break up. Like, if you feel like you're not getting what you deserve, break up. Break up, sis. You're gonna find someone better and you'll be like, I wish I broke up. Like, don't be afraid to ever break up because you're not even married. Your parents don't even know yourself. People are hiding. Why are you not afraid to break up? Why is not to put you in bondage? I hope that with everything I've said, you know the things to avoid if you're just entering the dating pool. No man should complete you. Don't be afraid to break up. Anyone that's wasting your time, anyone that's stressing you, stress them. Keep the relationship and leave them inside. I enjoyed making this video, guys. Thank you for stopping by today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe if this is your first time. I feel like I was so playful in this video. Take me seriously. That's my serious face. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Bye. I'm tired. I promise you.